full moon over the Sierra. After the show, the lights go down. Another rocky road leading north. Driving with this girl in the summer heat. She had her sundress on, sitting back in the leather seats. We were cruising by the corner of Sun Studio. Then she looked my way. She was hotter than Mexico. I'll tell you something, she was cherry and wine. Drop dead down and gorgeous, she was my kind.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Bob Getz, producer and host of this week's OmnTV. With us today, we have a young man that we'll get to in a minute. But I want to read a couple comments from various astute individuals in the field of entertainment describing this artist as he is. Mr. Kerry Duell, top media music journalist, stipulates that this gentleman is a country singer, songwriter with a real potential. He has a strong, vigorous voice that suits both rock and country cuts like Back the Truck Up and ballads like The Other Side of Letting Go. He considers them sort of ruggedly handsome looks that will assist with the female's demographics, if you know what I mean. An artist on the right track. That's what Kerry stated. And now, a young lady by the name of Dani Cortez, top publicist of DCE, states, first class, high energy, rockin' boot stomping country music at its best. A star in the making. She's referring to our gentleman that we have on the show tonight, Anthony Tullo. How you doing, Anthony?
How you doing, Robert? Good to be here.
Well, now we're going to be starting the hour, so I hope we can really make the best of it. Had a chance to listen to all your music, and you rock, dude. You
Thanks.
really do.
Thanks very much.
You're from is it a small town, Oakville, or is it like a city?
Well, Oakville was a small town, and as a kid, it was a country town with maybe a population of 20,000. And it has since grown like a monster to be almost what you'd call almost a small city or large town. It's got about 150, 175, almost 200,000 people. So I mean, it's grown quite a bit over the years.
For you folks out there who want to know what we're talking about, the town is Oakville, and it's in the province Ontario, Canada.
That's right.
And of course, we're trying to talk to Anthony at the moment. Just a little bit about himself growing up. Okay, Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah, growing up, Oakville, as I mentioned, was a real country town. There was a lot of farmland, and so I grew up, hanging out and with picking tomatoes up in the farms with my dad, and just the picnics and all of that country stuff. Growing up, listening to a lot of country, a lot of great music, not just country, rock too, but some of the greats, Willie Nelson, Alabama, Conway Twitty, all of the greats. So I picked up a lot of that sort of country feel from my younger days. But as I grew up, the town grew immensely in population, and so I started getting involved in a little bit of rock there too. Bryan Adams, and artists like that. So, And so Oakville is a beautiful, beautiful place to live. It's gorgeous here. It is known here in Ontario to be the creme of la creme. You know, a lot of big names have lived here, you know, in this town.
Well, the audience has already heard one of the songs, which is called 10 Seconds to Sundown, as an intro before we actually introduced you. Can you tell us a little bit about that song?
Yeah, you know, 10 Seconds to Sundown is actually not about anything in my life. You know, it is something that I manufactured in my head. I just thought of myself, you know, in situations where I used to hear a lot of guys talk about, you know, just, you know, certain females that have had the look, you know, and just sort of, you know, been here and then gone. And I sort of created a scenario and thinking, geez, you know, imagine being with a girl who just hopped on a plane and took off, and then, you know, you met another girl and she wanted you back, you know. So it was a scenario that I made in my head, and then I just sort of put on my, you know, I put to my guitar, I played a few chords, and it just came out of me. It's just strange. It just came out.
Well, I'm not dead yet, but my youth is long gone, so
Yeah.
I can only agree with you as far as that part's concerned.
Yeah.
But our first song that is coming up is called Back the Truck Up. Now, initially, when I'm listening to the title, before I actually listen to the song, there probably would be some other words that would probably want to use instead of, but I'm thinking that that's not the case.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I'm a very spiritual person, so and so in selecting, you know, material, yeah, I'm careful. But Back That Truck Up was written by Jack Williams. He's a phenomenal writer. I was given about 50 songs from Universal to look at, and that song just stuck out. I thought the lyrical content and the drive of the song and just the whole thing hit me, and I thought, this is a hit. So I recorded it. Back That Truck Up it's a tongue in cheek, okay? Back that truck up, meaning, trucks are very dominant in country. So whether you're moving forward or backwards with a truck, you're always in a truck. You're always doing something with a truck. But Back That Truck Up can also, be taken in a sort of a sexual content.
Well, that tongue in cheek, as you put it, my title is Back the Truck Up. And it's actually Back That Truck Up. I'm glad you straightened that out before.
Yeah, Back That Truck Up, exactly, right.
And it's also your first Canadian release, too, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right. It was my first Canadian release in Canada.
So,
and it got onto, it did quite well. It got onto quite a few stations. In the, believe it or not, there's a sort of a dance version of the song that did extremely well in the clubs in the States, Canada, and Europe.
Well, I listened to the song. I love this song. Now it's your turn to see the song. So here's Back That Truck Up, Anthony Tullo. Enjoy.
Washed and waxed and buffed, shiny like a brand new penny. Cooler in the back, crushed down with plenty of Bud Light, cold Corona. Baby, grab the keys and drive if you wanna. Call them all and tell them we're gonna bounce, baby, take it down the back road. Party in my jacked up black Silverado. Got some boom boom rocking this ride. Country fried like a chicken fried disco. Shake it, baby, shake it, make it bump, bump. Party people dancing in the back, going jump, jump. Hey, tell you what? Girl, I love it when you back that truck up. Winding through the woods, through the pasture, slow and steady like a John Deere tractor. Grinding, baby, pop that clutch, throw it in reverse and back it up. Bang, bang, drop the damn tailgate, make a little room for me and chicken fried disco. Shake it, baby, baby, shake it, make it pump, pump. Party people dancing in the back, going jump, jump. Hey, hey, tell you what, girl, I love it when you back that truck up. Yeah, girl, I love it when you back that truck up.
Anthony, Linda,
Yes.
Linda Daw, who's a top Canadian radio tracker. What is that?
Well, Linda Daw is a radio tracker. She's a legend. She's been in the business for many, many years. And, you know, I have a very sentimental spot for this lady. You know, I'll tell you, I believe in life that you meet certain people for a reason, that they come in your life, and certain people come in your life and they have a significant impact. And this lady has had a significant impact on me. Not only because she's, you know, very fond of the music and myself and just really on a high as far as myself goes with my talent, you know, just as a person, we've spoken. And she's lost her husband in January, unfortunately. And we've just have this connection that's amazing.
Let me read what she wrote. She writes, "It's been a long time since I've come across a talent like Anthony Tullo. Fabulous songwriter, strong vocalist, easy on the eyes. He's a real deal."
Well, you know, I think I am the real deal, to be honest with you. And I think I have all those attributes. And to be honest with you, some people in this business, I find, you know, they tiptoe around. You know, it's very easy for people in this business to say no, you know, to say no. Because if they say no, they're not committed and they don't have to do anything. And Linda's the type that said, no, you know what? I'm going to call it exact. I'm going to call what I see. This is what I see, and I'm going to commit myself. And you know what? I mean, she's very special. This special lady, really.
Well, the last week we did your initial showcase on a song titled "Oil." I know Canada deals with a lot of oil, like the U.S. does, and there is some what's the word I want to use, where one hand washing the other kind of thing. Can you tell us about that?
Well, Oil was a song written by Will Robinson, and the first time I heard Oil, I didn't get it, to be honest. And but after, I couldn't stop singing it. Anywhere I went, I was singing it. I thought, you know what? Let me take a look at this song again, and I realized, how in the world can I ever how could I be blind to this tune? This tune is incredible. It gets such an ovation live. It is a song that's talked about a lot because it's controversial, because the lyrics in it talk about oil and what oil's really about. And you know, there was talk about making it the first single, but there was a little bit of fear because of the controversy. And I told Linda, I said, the song speaks the truth, and a little controversy is good. And the song is so powerful. It's got a great video. So
outstanding video.
You know what? Yeah. And I said, you know what? Hey, Oil's it, man. This song is in my opinion, a hit.
Why don't you guys out there have a look-see? Oil, Anthony Tullo. Enjoy.
In the ground, hit it with the drill, down, down. Oil, stick it in the tank, good as gold, money in the bank. Oil, black as coal, makes a man sell his soul. It's colder, thicker than blood. Take a bath and that takes his mud. Tell the dinosaur this modern world needs more, 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 more oil.
this land, always in high demand.
It's colder, thicker than blood. Take a bath in that Texas mud. Tell the dinosaur this modern world needs more, 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 more. Yeah, pump it up. Come on, pump it up. It's colder, thicker than blood. Take a bath in that Texas mud. Tell the dinosaur this modern world needs more, 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 more oil. Yeah, pump it up. Come on, pump it up. Come on, pump it up.
Well, welcome back, Anthony. You
Yes.
you have another gentleman that also believes in you. His name is Tom Lambert. He's CEO, producer. I have no idea what presenter means, but I'm assuming it has to do with the radio show. His show is called the Independent Music Show out of the UK, syndicated in 200 plus radio stations, I believe you said. He states, I believe country artist Anthony Tullo and his countrified style is Nick's big thing, as he puts it.
Right.
So,
Well, that was nice. That was nice of him to say.
well, can you tell me a little bit about Tom?
Well, I've got a publicist, Danny Cortez, and she set me up, and Tom Lambert wanted to do a feature on me, and he's done a feature on several people, not just myself.
Yes,
But,
I read that part.
But certainly, when I read what he had to say, it felt good, and One Day, the song One Day is the international release.
Yeah, which is coming
And-
up next, right after we get done talking here.
Yeah, and it has been going substantially up in downloads every week. It's been doing phenomenal out there and in Europe. So I'm very happy because I really, really enjoyed the song. The song was, when I wrote it, I had such a great feeling about it. And then when I did produce it in Nashville, it just came out like a monster with the players on it and everything. So
Now, because the song One Day is done well abroad, would you consider going overseas?
I would definitely consider going overseas in a heartbeat. I would go anywhere, Robert, where I can make money and get a fan following. For me, that's the key. I think that if you stay in Canada and don't try to expand, you're limited. So I'm about, there's fans everywhere. Wherever fans are, it's my job to reach out to them, wherever they are.
Are you working on a possible tour in the future?
Well, that's coming. Right now I'm doing a radio tour coming up in end of March, beginning of April in Canada, and then I'll be playing at the Cadillac Lounge in May. It's a huge showcase, so I'm looking forward to that.
Well, the song that we're talking about, One Day, can you give a little bio on that song by itself?
Sure. You know, I've dated a lot of girls, and whenever I used to date a girl, I used to always take her, believe it or not, I used to always take her to see a buddy of mine who now is my bassist, to do karaoke, and then just grab a burger and just something small. And I used to always tell myself, if this girl can have a good time with me, just doing that, you know, then you know what? Then I got a winner. You know what I mean? I got a chance. And so this song is about a girl who comes in and is just so city-like she can't even sit down and have a burger at a diner, you know, and you know, and it's my attempt at converting her and telling her, hey, you know, we can do the fancy restaurant, and we can do just a burger and fries and out in the country, and that's awesome, you know. So it's one day you might realize that, you know, that you can have both.
Well, here's the song we're talking about, One Day by Anthony Tullo.
Sucking back Jack at the edge of the tracks where the train comes. With a girl from the city, she's so witty and gritty, chewing rose gum. When I put her on a tractor, she went off like a reactor and just jumped off. I kept going, told the girl, why don't you just let down your hair? Go ahead and grab a beer and take a swig and then come up for air. One day you go country. Yeah, girl, you're looking pretty, stuck out in the city alone. Someday you'll go country. No matter what you say, you'll go country. One day. Took her to a diner. This ain't no luxury liner, just an old joint at the end of the street. She had a plane's eye view. Couple cowboys coming through, said howdy ma'am as they took their seat. She got all uptight like she was in some toxic site, and busted out of there like a bat out of hell. I kept going. I said, girl, you ain't locked up in some prison cell. Come on, just let it all go. Hey, you know what? You might as well. One day you'll go country. Yeah, girl, you're looking pretty, stuck out in the city alone. Someday you'll go country. No matter what you say, you'll go country. One day we can see a show in Alabama, cruise on down to Louisiana, see them ride a bull in the heart of Calgary. Jump inside my Eldorado, we'll take a ride to Colorado and kiss by the sycamore trees. Just you and me. One day you'll go country. Out in the city alone. Yeah, someday you'll go country. No matter what you say, you'll go country. One day.
Now, next I have, I want to say one festival, one award, and I guess a film company, Film Threat. Is that a film company?
No, it's not.
Because what they state is director, writer, lead actor Anthony Tullo has a commanding screen presence in the psychological thriller called A Secret Cross.
Yeah, that's film. That's a film critic, is
Oh,
what it is,
critic.
and it's a critic, and they're quite a they're pretty big company, and they critique films. Is what they do. They critique my film.
Oh, my bad. You know, initially when I first looked at it, I thought it was a film company. Oh, well, I'm glad I got straightened out on that one.
Yeah, Film Threat. Yeah.
You also, I believe, did you receive or did the video receive the LA Movie Award?
The movie A Secret Cross that I produced, wrote, and directed, and was lead actor in, won the International Award of Excellence
In
at the
2012.
LA Movie Awards in Los Angeles. Yeah.
In 2012.
In 2012, and then coming back to Canada and Toronto, it won the Best Feature, Indie Feature at the Moving Images Film Festival in Toronto.
Well, you beat me to that one. I was gonna,
Yeah.
I was gonna put that one in, and you beat me to it. I could cry. So that one from the Toronto winner of the best independent feature film is what I read and actually wrote down for my own benefit.
Right.
We actually have a clip. Can you tell us a little bit about the movie itself?
Sure. I believe you have the trailer, right? So
Yes,
the
we have-
trailer
we have the
just
trailer,
it's
yep.
just a depiction of several clips in the movie, in the
Right.
film. But the film is about a cowboy, sort of a lonely, sort of secluded cowboy with his wife on a farm. One day wakes up to discover a cross on his property, has no idea what the cross is doing there, only that he starts discovering that a stranger is coming around stalking him and his wife. And by the end of the movie, you find out what the cross is about, who the stranger is, and what exactly, is happening here. And it's kind of a movie that keeps you guessing until the very end, and it all comes together in a very intense way.
Well, yeah, for you out there, let's take a look at the promo, A Secret Cross.
On his farm, in the small southern town of Darlington, Jimmy Stone is about to discover a cross with a terrifying secret.
Well, Anthony, it kind of makes me want to go see what the movie's all about. Do you know where we can get a hold of it?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the movie's in 4 countries. It's in Australia, in the UK, and it's in Canada and the States. I'm sure it's on Amazon. It's on the MGO network. It's on Google Play. So it's all over.
We'll have to take a look at it. The next song that we're going to be doing, that you're going to be talking about, not what we're doing. I'm not doing anything. You are. It's called Relentless. I love the video.
Mm-hmm.
I love the song.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell our?
Yeah. Well, I wanted to pick a song that I could do a live sort of theme to. A live sort of theme, and I picked Relentless. The song was written by David Gibson. He's a very strong writer, and I picked the song because when I heard it, it was one of those tunes that it just had to be on my album. I just said, I'm going to have a bunch of songs I wrote on the album, but this one has to be on the album. And it came off beautifully. And the video, when we recorded the video for it live, it just took a life of its own. People in the bar that didn't even know me were jamming the stage. It was crazy. And it just, the camera guys went, what in God's name is going on? It just became huge at the moment right there. So the video had that much more impact. It was great.
Great song again, like I said, for you all there. Here's Relentless, Anthony Tullo.
Your eyes pull me in like the blue Pacific tide. Ride the waves of a hurricane 100 feet high. Ooh, in your eyes, your lips set me off like the 4th of July when they kiss. Pouring down like southern rain, thunder and lightning. Ooh, in your lips. Relentless, that's what you are when you love. Baby, you don't stop letting go. So bring it, yeah, bring it on, girl, bring it, yeah, bring it strong, girl, bring it, yeah, bring it on, relentless. Who knows just how far a thing like this could go? So don't hold back, just let it roll. Like a runaway train, yeah, you're living insane. Relentless, that's what you are when you love. We got the stars and the moon and the sun shining on her. So bring it, yeah, bring it on, girl, bring it, yeah, bring it strong, yeah, just bring it, yeah, bring it on, relentless. Bring it on, yeah. Bring it strong, girl, bring it. Yeah, bring it on, yeah. Just bring it. Yeah, bring it strong, yeah. Relentless.
Well, welcome back. We're talking with Anthony Tullo, I want to say a young Canadian, because he is younger than I am, and I'm not Canadian. So, for you out there, this is Anthony Tullo. Anthony, we're going to back up a little bit. We just got done talking about your secret. God, I'm at a loss for words here. Your secret
Cross.
Mike, I am getting old. See?
Yeah.
Swear to God. I'm losing my mind.
Yeah, a secret cross.
A secret cross. Thank you. I knew I'd get it. But we want to back up. You have been acting in several other various television and film projects, including a voiceover. CBC, I assume it's like CBS and NBC. The title of the show is called Liberty Street. City TV's Mutant X and The Relic Hunter, and a Japanese video game. You had the lead vocal in Resident Evil. Wow.
Yeah, we're going way back, years and years. But yeah, you know, the top of my career, I was you know, like any other actor, I was trying to get work, and the film Road Rage that starred Casper Van Dien and Catherine Oxenberg and those names, and Bill Griffin, Daniela Brett. That was, I would say at the time, my biggest challenge and my biggest role at the time. I was cast by Sidney Furie. He was a predominant director, and you know, I was being cast to play a really, you know, unstable, wild, out of control running back for a football team who hung around a quarterback who was a psychopath and after his ex-girlfriend. The movie worried me because it didn't have much of a story, you know, and I remember going to Greg Malott, the writer, and saying, listen, don't you think that this movie should have more of a story? And I remember him saying, kid, you know what, you're just cast to play the role, you know, blah, 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 blah. And,
yeah, what do you know?
And, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I think I did my part. The villains were the best thing in it, but the story in the film was one-dimensional because it just didn't have a strong enough story. And as far as the others, Liberty Street and all that, they were just TV series guest spots that I would get here and there. The Relic Hunter was good, too, with Tia Carrera. I played an interesting character there just to get myself known, you know. I did a lot of voiceover work. Throughout Canada, the States, it paid me a lot of money at the time, enough where I can put a down payment on a house. So, hey,
nice.
It was worth it.
Well, your next song that's coming up is a video called "In the Headlights." I believe that's the title.
Right.
What's it all about?
"In the Headlights" is about my fiance. It's about my girl. She, you know, Julie, I met her and under very difficult circumstances. And when I met her, I was of great help to her in many, many emotional ways. And so the song talks about that, talks about her. And I couldn't be happier with the video. People love this tune. It's really grabbed the attention of a lot of people. And I'm happy to hear that because it's personal to me.
Well, for you out there, here's the versatile Anthony Tullo performing "In the Headlights."
Juliet is drowning. She's losing oxygen. And she's slipping to the bottom where the water's just too high. And the smile that you wear, it's only just a disguise. And the words that you won't say to me are the ones you can't hide. And maybe you're just stuck here in the headlights. Yeah, baby, you're just stuck here in the headlights. And it's a long way up from the ground. Turn the headlights down. She works down at the drugstore. Thought she'd be gone by now. but life went on without her. Left her nothing in this town. And the shades that you wear don't hide the tears in your eyes, when the words that you won't say to me I know are goodbye. And maybe you're just stuck here in the headlights. Yeah, baby, you're just stuck here in the headlights. And it's a long way up from the ground. Turn the headlights down. I'm no Romeo, but I'm here. And this ain't no fairy tale, but I'm yours. No one will love you more, baby. You're just stuck here in the headlights. Yeah, baby, you're just stuck here in the headlights. You know I'll always be around, so turn the headlights down. Turn the headlights down. Turn them down. Turn them down. Just turn them down.
We're pretty much down to our last song of the night. The song title will be "Sinner in My Soul," but we'll get to that in a moment. What I want you folks out there to know is Anthony just doesn't act, and he just doesn't sing, and he doesn't just write. This young man is actually a martial artist. And I believe he is, you're not a black belt, are you?
No, I'm a purple belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Jeff Joslin, which in many arts is considered a black belt.
Now, this young man actually had gone to Brazil, and I believe won is it a bronze medal?
I won a bronze there, yeah.
And then you came home and you won a gold in Canada?
I won a gold in a regional national tournament in Acton.
Shows you the man's versatile. You don't want to meet him in a dark alley. Let's just put it that way. But what got you into the martial arts?
It's a funny story. You know what? I wanted to produce a film, Robert, and at the time I didn't have enough money. So I said to myself, I got a crazy idea. I might fall flat on my face, but if I can make it work, I make it work. I thought, I sort of have a real big interest in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If I get involved in this and end up winning a couple medals, I can build a studio and, you know, get clients, save money, and for a few years, and then produce a film. And I thought, it's such a crazy idea. But I ended up doing exactly that. And I flew out to Brazil by myself, and I went out there and I hung out with a few guys, won a couple medals, built a studio, and saved enough money to do exactly what I said I was going to do. And then hooked up with Jeff Joslin, who took me under his wing and trained me. And I ended up using him as the villain in A Secret Cross. Now, how crazy is that?
Jeff, it is very crazy. But Jeff,
and he ended up winning the Best Supporting Actor.
Wow, Jeff Joslin. Now, who is he as an individual?
Well, if you're here in Ontario, Jeff Joslin, he's quite in Hamilton especially, he's quite a big name. He is a ex-UFC fighter, really renowned for his martial art ability, and so when he couldn't continue in the UFC anymore, I thought I would do something for him, put him in my movie, train him really hard, and he came out with flying colors. He played the villain, and I'll tell you, watch this movie. This guy did a great job.
You know, I've got to now after after talking about it. But the song that I talked about earlier, that we'll talk about it in a moment, is called "Sinner in My Soul." I saw some versatility, if I could use that term. My God, my English is not working today. Which is far different than the first 6 songs that have already aired.
Yeah, well, Sinner in My Soul, I wrote a screenplay called Road of No Return. And from that screenplay, which deals with human trafficking and sort of, it's a real pretty deep script, I wrote Sinner in My Soul. And when I wrote it, I'll tell you, I didn't want to flower it up. I didn't want to add anything heavy. I didn't want to add any edge to it. I wanted it just like that. I thought this song doesn't need that. And I'm not going to add it. And people, it wasn't even going to be in the album, but then it's just, people were like, if you don't put this song in the album, you're nuts. You're out of your mind. It is a lot of people's favorites. Sinner in My Soul is a real beautiful song. I wrote it. I'm very happy about it. And if I ever make that film happen, it's going to be on the soundtrack.
Well, it's a great song to end your interview with, as far as that part's concerned.
Thank you.
I was at a loss of thought, if I can use that, which way I wanted to go. Did I want to keep it all rock, or did I want to add another dimension to it? And this song was actually going to be used earlier, and we decided, nah, let's put this at the end, because it just seems to end your interview with a better enlightenment of you, if I can use that again.
Right. Yeah. The song, I think, hits a mark the way it is, and that's the way I wanted to keep it. In fact, there's another song on the new album called There's Only Goodbye in a similar fashion, and I just don't want to touch it. It's there. And my music, you know what, Rob, my music does have that guitar edge to it. It's where I was brought up with that in my head, and I will never lose that in my country, because people just love that. It's a new way. There's a lot, and so I'm not going to bend there. Some radio stations may not like it, but too bad. That's my sound, and and if I feel a song, though, like Sinner in My Soul needs to stay there, I will leave it there. I will let it speak for itself.
Well, here's Sinner in My Soul, Anthony Tullo.
Sticks and stones scattered by the roadside where I drive. I've been riding here for hours, seems more like a day. Maybe there's just nowhere left to turn. Empty station, it's empty like the hole here in my heart. I need some assistance, I'm hiding from myself, running like a stray dog down this highway. I've been searching high and low, with nowhere left to go. A sinner in my soul. Oh, when I climbed up every mountain, I played out my design, but in the end of time, forgiveness ain't coming my way. She walks by me, leads me to her oil-stained garage. I said, I need your help now. I've fallen way off track. My car's dead just down the road. It's about a mile back. I've been searching high and low with nowhere left to go. A sinner in my soul. Oh, and I climbed up every mountain. I played out my desire, and in the end of time, forgiveness ain't coming my way. She says, I can help you and get you back on track. I used to be just like you, dragged down on my back, but higher love can find you in time. You've been searching high and low with nowhere left to go. A sinner in your soul. Oh, and you climbed up every mountain. You played out your desire, but in the end of time, you'll find that somewhere. Forgiveness will find you someday.
Welcome back. Well, I can see on the clock on the wall that the show is just about at the end. We want to thank Anthony Tullo for allowing us into his home for our interviewing purposes.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Anthony, do you have websites that anybody who's watching the show may want to check you out?
My website is www.anthonytullo.com. Pretty simple. My album, Switching Tracks, is on cdbaby.com. I am on YouTube. I am on Facebook, both.
And I can attest to that because I've been to every one of them. So from all of us here on OmnTV, which we're part of Nutmeg TV, wish to say thank you again and wish you the very best.
Thanks very much, and I just want to say, Robert, thank you very much for the entire interview. I really do appreciate it, and it was a lot of fun. Thank you.
Oh, before we close off completely, you got to do me a favor, though.
Sure.
Give a shout out to Denny Cortez, rather. I'm sorry.
Cortez,
and,
yeah.
And thank her for getting us.
Danny,
yeah.
Thank you very much for the interview, and you know, there's more to come, and I'm excited about 2015, and let's do it. Let's make it happen.
You have a good night and a safe week.
All right. Cheers.
Later.